Yeah. So, hello and welcome to another Smiling Grape Advent Calendar beer review. So, Smiling Grape, aka low cost beer. For some reason, YouTube does not like the word low cost beer, so I've ditched that and just used Smiling Grape. It's the same place anyway, and it's a great place to go and get your beers from, nonetheless, especially if you live local to St. Neots. But even if you don't, low cost beer, Smiling Grape, in Panda Pop bottle form and in normal beer form, very, very good beers. In essence, though, so today we're on day 8. I'm literally, there's nobody here anyway, so it's just me. So I'll just carry on talking and doing what I do. So day 8 is, I can't even fucking see day 8. Huh? Is it day 9? Have I got the wrong days? So this is weird. Today is Friday the 8th. Oh, I'm in the wrong calendar. That's why. So I'll go and change to the other calendar. Fucking hell. Panic attack there. And I'm just looking at the calendar and thinking, oh shit, it's the wrong calendar. Yeah. Oh well. There you go. Right. So we'll sort calendars. Oh. The only good thing is the Smiling Grape calendar is lighter than this calendar. It's a bloody heavy calendar. Right, got dog stuff on there. We're getting a dog tomorrow, or supposedly. So, you know, that is what it is. Hopefully it won't be rough, but, you know, these things happen. So, I'm in the cake room, so there's fucking cake tins everywhere. And here we go. So, so yeah, beer 8. It helps to have the right advent calendar, doesn't it? So it's a can again, and oh my gosh, there are many fucking things easy to get into. Oh, that's better. I've kind of broke it a bit, but there we go. Can't win them all. So yeah, it's bust. So from heavy lifting, that's a laugh. So from 71 Brewing, based in Scotland, it's their HO heavy lifting Scottish heavy, 3.9%. They call that heavy, call that light. And it says here, classic Scottish heavy dark amber beer, which lets the malt shine through. Yeah, bless you. Expect notes of caramel toffee, molasses, and brown sugar. And based in Dundee. So from Dundee, 71 Brewing, heavy lifting. It did say heavy lifting, didn't it? Yeah, I'll just makes me piss, that does. Yeah. The Adventure Beer Advent Calendar, that's heavy lifting. This is actually quite light in the grand scheme of things. So here we go. First ever time seeing this beer. Good evening, Mr. Merseybeard, Mr. Adam. Are you actually away now? I know I've got a message on Messenger to reply back to you. I do apologise, mate. Been a crazy busy night. Been into Nottingham City Centre for the Wonderland. Yeah, there's another word for it, and it ain't Wonderland. Rhymes with rap and begins with C. But so there we go. That's the Scottish Heavy. Good evening, Mr. P.O.W. Allen. How are you? Happy Friday. I know what you mean. Let me just finish off my impy from earlier. Yeah. Non-live beer review. Oh, smells amazing. Sherry, barrel-aged impy stout. Anyway, all good. Back on the 3.9%. Quite the drop from 12.2, but there you go. So, yeah. There's the pour. It's got like a reddish colour to it, in this light at least. Bearing in mind, I'm not in the beer room, and yeah, it looks like a reddish pour to it. Gotta be honest. Whitehead, reddish pour. Good evening, Darren. They did have Christmas beers in the other week, mate. I've not been in Morrison's for a while, though. So whether they've sold out or not, That begs the question. Hopefully they have. Hopefully they've got Rockin' Rudolph, Blitzen, Advent, White Christmas, and Rosie Nosium. Back from Bucharest yesterday, just driving home from a five-a-side footy. I'm still catching up with my Advent calendar. Fair play, fair play. Anything that stands out at the moment, you know, Advent calendars are all good fun, but there are good beers and there are, the other, not so. On a Tin Head Craft Vermont IPA, watching along. Tin Head Craft. Not heard of that brewery before. Where are they based? And this is the thing with the UK. We are so lucky because there are, something like 2,200 breweries in the UK. Crazy, isn't it? So for the breweries that have disappeared and gone, there are more breweries who have replaced them. And, you know, may not be as well known, but there are that many breweries out there who have replaced. Even locally, where breweries have gone, new breweries have popped up. They're not big at the moment, but they, you know, if they carry on, they will be. Based in Bolton, very small operation with a tap room. Fair play. For me, best breweries nowadays, if you've got to be smart, you've got to be selling in your tap room because then you're paying less duty. So as long as the beer doesn't leave the door, basically, if it leaves the door and sits outside, it's not really a problem. But, you know, you're paying less duty. So those sort of tap rooms doing well. The good fella in Bridlington, Brid Brewer, he brews on premises. Most of his beer goes out straight into the tap room. And he's doing really well. I'm really proud of his operations. And he's got 4 raggy beers as well. So what's to play? Got day 7, which is a 6.6% mystery beer, and day 8, which is a cherry sour from Vocation. Fair play. I've only had a collab with Tin Head, and 4 T's was a double IPA, which tasted 9%, but was only 7.8%. I do get that with some beers. I had a 10% triple IPA from Alter Ego Brewing in collaboration with Reckless Dweeb the other week. 10%. There was no way on God's green earth that was 10%. It absolutely battered me. Absolutely. It was minimum 12, 13%. I got absolutely slaughtered on it. The taste of it, the ABV, we know when we're drinking something that's above the ABV that it says, and this was one of those beers. It's absolutely kicked arse. It was amazing though. Can't fault it. So yeah, Scottish heavy, a wee heavy. Did it say wee heavy? No, it just says Scottish heavy. I got caramel then. Was I supposed to get caramel? So I've already forgot. Caramel, toffee, molasses, and brown sugar. Terrible for forgetting. It's the way I am. I can't remember a fucking thing. Although I remember being snubbed at work yesterday, but that's another thing. Yeah, they are from Warrington. I have had a 40s beer before. A couple actually. I think it was Paul Greenwood who actually sent me some 40s beers. They were very nice beers, to be fair. I think one of them was a collab as well. So, cheers all. Sweet with caramel toffee, malty. 3.9%. I've had Scottish heavies that are a lot stronger than 3.9. So it just, when it comes out the can, it doesn't look red, but when it goes into the glass, it looks very red. Then if you can see that on the camera, it's very hard. That's what she says. Yeah. So, been a long, challenging week. It looks red. It looks red here. And I don't know if you can see that on the camera properly, but it does look red. Yeah, it's got a reddish pour to it. Reddish. So tomorrow we're going over to somewhere in Lincolnshire, not far away from Retford, according to the maps, and we're going to get a dog. Well, we're going to look at a dog and hopefully get the dog. So there's like a breeding stables, the only way I can assume what they're called. And what they do is, after so many breeds, they just offload the dogs. So, which is there's a black and white dog, which is I'll show you the dogs. So yeah, there's 2 dogs. We're going for one. We're going for one of them. We're not having both. Can't do it. As much as I love dogs, 2 nutty dogs is something else. So I'll show you the dogs, and if I can fucking find them. Yes. So that's Georgia Best. There you go. So that's Georgia, and that's Panda. Yeah, it's actually called Panda. Panda's 2.5 years old. Georgia's 3.5 years old. And good evening, Chris. Yeah, it's this time last year where we lost Charlie. Literally, I think tomorrow. This December 9th, 10th is definitely is about that time. And I did the Blue Monkey Beer review earlier, started talking about dogs and wept, you know. And then tomorrow we're going to look at a dog. So, but we got Charlie from a certain place like that 17 years ago. So if I go there tomorrow and I recognise the place, it's gonna bring back a lot of emotions. I may not recognise it, but we'll see how it goes. Good evening, Carla. How was your takeaway? It was okay. I had a beef and mushroom tonight with chow mein, egg fried rice, chips, and curry. Ordered the chili and garlic chicken. Oh, fair play. I normally have the salt and spicy chicken from Takian, to be fair. So me and Carla obviously live in the same city, Nottingham, north of the city as well, because Takian do not deliver too far away, but they are cheap. Food's good, cheap, although watch what you're paying, because one day I was a little bit drunk and I gave the driver, this little bloke, the money, and he did not query and say, "Oh, hold on, mate, you gave me too much." He took it and basically got a £10 tip. And yeah, I learned a valuable lesson. Ain't getting no fucking tips ever again now. But yeah, that's it, done for dust. But yes, there is quite a bit of veg in the salt and pepper chicken. Yeah, I find that as well. Yeah. Chris, yeah, it's obviously a year on and heartbreaking, you know. Yeah, that review earlier really brought it all home, and but you know, we love dogs as a family. We absolutely love dogs, and to give a dog that's been in a breeding kennel, so not really loved like a family would love a dog, is an amazing thing. And I'll know tomorrow night, yeah. So by tomorrow night, I might have a little friend with me on the beer review. That'll be interesting. We shall see. Yeah. A new venture for us, you know, a new family member. We will say the wife has preempted it all. She's bought 2 new beds, one for downstairs, one for my son's little one's bedroom, toys, collar, lead. So she thinks we're getting it. I'll wait and see. She may have bought stuff, and we are going to get a dog. No, nonetheless, we will get a dog, but whether it's tomorrow or not, yeah, we'll see on that side of things. Just been watching a bit of Gardener's World and that BBC iPlayer. Gardener's World does amuse me. Yeah, some of what they say is quite true, but some of it, I listen and think bollocks, and some of these gardeners just tickle me. Yeah, they read old books from years ago, and the problem is nowadays the weather we're getting in the UK is very different to what we got 50 years ago. That's what most of these books are, and the old-fashioned books. And years and years ago, you wouldn't be mowing through the year. However, nowadays you mow. I've literally mowed today in December and getting grass off. Yeah, I've lifted the cut up and still getting grass off. So it just goes to show you that the world has changed. Yeah, I think he does do a live on a Friday night. He's obviously more the viral beer reviewer over me. Raggy and stout beer reviews, yes. But oh dear. Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? It's tough losing family, losing pets. I mean, we've just found out today that my wife's mum, she got a big scare the other week. Went to the doctors. Doctor says, right, I need to send you to the consultant straight away. Cancer, she's lost a sister to cancer just recently. 2 other sisters have had a sister and a brother have had operations to do with cancer, which is also quite scary all at the same time. It's a scary thing. And she's got so she's got stage 1 cancer. No, Simon's not impartial. No. I'll tell you now, if he's reviewing if he's reviewing a beer where there's money involved, or where his name's on the beer, or freebie beers, then beers are going to get bigger views. I mean, to be fair, you can understand if a beer's named after you or you've had a part in the beer, you're going to be very into that beer. But saying that, the beers that I've had my name on, they've both been excellent beers. So I remember the big beer filled this one. It was lovely. Taste of flowers, but it will be soaked. So yeah, it's a different beer. This is. It's got a very different reddish pour to it. Scottish heavy, very different, very sweet, caramel, toffee, malty. 3.9%, so not exactly heavy. And then you call it heavy lifting. It's not heavy lifting. Looks purple on camera. Yeah, it's actually. Well, when you pour it, it don't look red. Then it goes into the can, and it looks red. So who knows what it is? And lighting is the king, because hold on a minute. Yeah, it's got it looks properly red on the top of the camera off screen, but on screen, yeah, it's totally different. Bonkers, absolutely bonkers. I've no idea, but it looks red to me. It's smack in front of me. It looks red. Coventry 1-0 up against Birmingham. Rooney is having difficult time since taking over. Yeah. Nottingham Forest manager. I feel sorry for Steve Cooper. He loves Forest. His heart is with Forest. But I think there are more things going off behind the scenes there. And I can't see him lasting. And he absolutely loves the club. I don't think the players are playing for him. And to be honest, I want the horses kicking. All these fuckers on lots of money. Good evening, Craig. Mr. Kent Beer Reviews. Good to see you. Hope you're well, matey. Back doing the lives. It's kind of strange, kind of weird. Simon said Ultra Phase was rubbish 12 months ago. Last week he said it was an ace. Yeah. Yes. Ka-ching. Yeah. Does make you wonder, doesn't it? Yeah. Thankfully, I don't get paid for beer reviews, so money is never the consideration. As a Villa fan, long may it continue, Carla. Yeah, let's be honest, Rooney's only getting these managerials due to his star power. He's hardly a great speaker. He's a debt with words. He's great with the women, though, apparently. Yeah. If you can believe what you hear on the internet. And he likes a beer. Again, who doesn't like a beer? I mean, we can all relate to the beer side of things. He looks like he likes a beer as well, to be fair. Yeah. A few beers even, maybe 6 or 7 every night. But yeah, he's certainly and it's this thing with people. You see this. Have you anybody seen this in fucking advertising that's on ITV about some black youth who conned his way as a footballer, conned his way saying, I'm a footballer, and all these women jumped onto it saying, I went out with him, but I found out he was a fake. Oh, why was the reason you went out with him? Because he was a footballer. So you were gold digging. Begs the question, doesn't it? Not the nicest looking bloke in the world, so it couldn't have been the looks. I don't know about, other aspects of the situation. But the fact is that he was making out he was a footballer. These women were, conned into that, and it begs that question. And you see in life a lot of people where it's not the love, it's money, famous, and it's blokes and women that are guilty of it. Begs that question. The mighty Everton won back to back. I'm stunned but happy. Yeah, I'm not. They beat Forest. Yeah. Problem with Forest that all these players sound from board really don't give a toss about the club and their history. Just a payday for them. I exactly agree, Carla. Yeah. Get the people in from the academy. Fuck these high-priced players off. All of them that are not interested. Surely by now, Cooper knows the ones who don't give a shit. Start fucking them off before we get relegated anyway. And, bring the young players back in. And I dare say that the owners are forcing him to use these players. Got to say that. Like they said to Crouch, what would you have been if you wasn't a footballer? And he said a virgin. Yeah. I mean, you look at pop stars, and a lot of these pop stars, they're as ugly as they come. There's nothing about them. They ain't even got a personality. And yet they're pulling people go to them just because they're who they are. Footballers the same, and people who are celebrities. Yeah. Bet Simon's got about 100, loads of women after him. Yeah, he looks like a 50-year-old Jack Grealish, but there you go. From the last time I've seen him, anyway. Not that I really care in the grand scheme of things. He does what he does, and that's up to him. And he'll probably watch. He might hear of this. Somebody will say, "Raggy's just said you look like a 50-year-old Jack Grealish." And not that I care a shit, but there you go. But anyway, yeah, Scottish heavy from 71 Brewing, and just spotted a restored Commodore 64 from eBay. Plan for a lot of retro gaming over Christmas. If you didn't know this, my channel before I got into beer reviews is gaming, homebrew as in consoles, game consoles, not homebrewers in beer. So in my shed and upstairs, I've got a SNES with a flash cartridge. I've got the mini SNES, a mini NES, a mini Mega Drive, a mini PlayStation. Every one of them is already hacked. A couple of PS3s that are hacked. N64 with a cartridge, flash cartridge, so that's hacked. 3DS that's hacked. DS and 2DS that's hacked. An Xbox that's got a chip in it. A Dreamcast with a load of copied games. So literally most of the game consoles through the last 3 or 4 generations that could actually be hacked, and that they went after. My whole website I still actually run. My old website is still running. The information's still on there, but I don't really do much these days on that. I've moved on. It's been like 7 or 8 years since I've even bothered with that, really. But I keep it going. What console is your favourite? Best console of all time, Super Nintendo. Yeah, best console of all time. The games on there were way above even today's games. Graphics, obviously not. Gameplay, way more. And variation of games, way more. The RPGs, amazing. Yeah. What Mario game had Battle on it? Love that game. What Mario game had Battle on it? Do you mean Mario Kart? The original Mario Kart on Super Nintendo, Battle Mode, was fantastic. Yeah, cracking game. I have an Atari 2600 in the garage. You see, these days with emulators on game consoles, you can play all the old Atari 2600 games on emulators, on your PC as well, to be fair. You know, the emulators out there nowadays are amazing. Although, if you have an emulator, you want to get a joypad that at least gives you that same oldie world vibe, and that's with SNES, Mega Drive, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and so on. Yeah, that was my and it still is. The shed, the beer room, half the beer room is dedicated to game consoles. I've got 3 TVs in there, a PC, and about 15 different game consoles. Although you can't see them because it's covered in shite, fucking wedding stuff. But they are there. Mario against Luigi, and you had to collect 5 stars. Oh. And GameCube as well. I've got a GameCube, a Wii U. All those are hacked. Yeah. Struggling to remember now, to be fair. It's been a while since I've played any games, to be fair. Even PC games, I've not played them. All down to time. Beer reviews take up so much of my life. As you can imagine, 2 beer reviews tonight, that's an hour. And you've only got so many hours every night. And then by the time you've had dinner, sat down, watched TV and fell asleep, the hours go. And then working at weekends on people's gardens, working late at work and that. And yeah, it all disappears. There will come a time, possibly when I'm in my 60s, when I'm retired, if, you never know with these, in the grand scheme of things, you know, in essence, we must be happy for every day that we're alive, and be, you know, there's a lot of people who are less fortunate than us. Next to the glass house. But yeah, you know, living the best life you can, it's definitely the thing, isn't it? Certainly not putting up any bollocks from workplaces, and people, and even family. Even, you know, family can be some of the worst. And I'm sure every single family out there has got an element of the family that are absolute shitbags. And yeah, I've certainly got that. And yeah, on both sides of the equation. So, reddish pour, heavy lifting, Scottish heavy, 3.9% from 71. But I do like 71 Brewing, to be fair. It makes some good beers. And it's lovely malty caramel toffee beer, quite sweet. %3.9%, very quaffable, very easy drinking. And there we go. Out of 5. Would I drink it again? Yeah, I did like it, actually. Did 71 do Zoom time? I can't remember, mate. How was Market Square Winter Wonderland? Not been down yet. I won't bother. All the food's overpriced. It's very busy down there. To be fair, the body of the beer was really nice. You know, it was a nice beer, just low ABV. Yeah, quite a nice thick body on it. So quite decent, really, for what it is. Even though it's only 3.9. Strange, isn't it? Strange how some beers are like that. And other beers are really light and 9%. And it's like, where's that come from? But yeah, Winter Wonderland, yeah, pathetic. Really expensive. You've got an helter skelter, lots of shops, lots of eateries, a helter skelter, a slide, a swing ride, and you've got the roundabout. Sorry, the elevated ice thing, sky ice. You've got the big wheel that's there, and another kiddies ride, and that's basically it. What we're planning on drinking on Christmas Day? Possibly some Irish creams from Aldi, the tiramisu, chocolate and hazelnut. But we are cooking, so I won't be drinking. Beer-wise, I may be reviewing the Siren Craft Imperial Stouts that I'm getting for Christmas. Yeah, I've got 4. And then I've got another 11 beers. So I've got about 15 beers from Siren. So I may actually do 2 Imperial Stouts on Christmas. But Ballycastle, oh, bless you. Good stuff. So would I drink this again? Yeah, it's fair play. Out of 5 for me. Good. 4.2 out of 5. Yeah. I think for a lower ABV beer, it delivers a nice beer, even though not technically my cup of tea. But it does a decent beer. You can't fault it. Touch on the sweet side, if I'm being honest. But it lives up to exactly what it says on the can, does what it says. If you buy the beer, then you're going to know. Die Hard 2. Oh, is that on TV? Oh, bless you. Got everyone. Thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow. Cheers all. Hopefully with a dog. We'll see.